What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of whyuce. I'm your host, Puni Moa.
Now I'm your queen.
What's up, Queen?
What's up?
another one.
Another one bites the dust.
For real. Talafalava to all our listeners who are tuning in. And we thank you for tuning in to whyuce, where you get to hear from American Samoans' perspective on boring and viral topics. But we're going to jump right to it, Queen. So
let's get it.
Do you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
No, I don't.
Okay, so well, I'm not afraid to admit that I do enjoy watching them Kardashians.
I bet you do.
Oh man, they keep me. I mean, I'm bringing it up because it's like when you watch it, it's addicting. It's like watching The Bachelorette, you know. And the only reason why I started watching The Bachelorette because freaking DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club kept talking about that, him and his wife. So me and my wife, we got into The Bachelorette and we got into that. So even like the Kardashian, Keeping Up with the Kardashian, I just see why they're that's an entertaining family, and why they're relevant, you know. But there's this one recent one that I've heard about it before, and they say something about Kim Kardashian that her storage, you know, is a warehouse. Man. Now we talked about, you know, landing on the moon can be a conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to feel like can the, you know, what the Kardashians are showing and all these other reality TV shows, could that all be fake stuff? Because I mean, it's like going through a Ross. It's like going through a Ross Marshall store, cuz she got all her, like, you know, because her and Kanye West, they recently got the divorce.
Yeah.
That's all signed off for. And then Kanye West, all his clothes, the Yeezy, he said, man, you can keep them. He said to his ex-wife, you can keep those. I don't want none of them, you know? So she's going through it all, and it's a big old it's a warehouse of racks, a whole lot, and they're all in racks, and they're all hanging up clothes, shoes. You know, because the Yeezy, I don't know if you know about Yeezys, them shoes. I don't know what the price is. I believe they're like $500. Yeah, for Kanye West and stuff, shoes and stuff. I'm not really into urban stuff anymore because I'm grown now, and I've just realized that I'm more into Walmart, anything that's cheap. you know, like I really don't give a damn about fashion anymore.
Yeah,
like I used to. But that just can you imagine that, to be that rich, to even have like your own like personal walk-in closet, be a whole store? Like imagine freaking Marshalls. Or even like what are the other ones that every
TJ Maxx.
Like TJ Maxx. Imagine that. Having that big size, racks like those with your clothes hanging on them. I'm just like, yo.
Hey, if you have the money, you do whatever you want, right?
For real. Are you even into fashion, cuz?
I used to be.
Yeah, me too, right? It's
my whole thing was glasses. I used to spend crazy money on glasses.
Oh man, what's the most that you ever spent on some pairs of shades?
About $400.
Okay, so you one of them. Now let me ask you this: have you ever, when you purchased it, has one of those ones that you purchased and they broke like within a week or got lost within a week?
Oh no. I was very careful with them. I wear them certain outfits, or when I go out. I don't wear them all the time. Only so so I do get those, and I also get the ones like from Nordstrom Rack, the ones that are like $60. Those are the ones that break because I wear it, because like I didn't. This is back then. I didn't care, it wasn't the $300, $400 one. It's just the $165 or something. So those are the ones. If they break within a week, just go get another one. But then you think about it, it's like you're still wasting money because you're just getting a pair, basically $100, which leads up to one of the pairs that you have. Because I used to buy Versace glasses, and I used to buy the Gucci, it was crazy, that and shoes. So yeah, I was into those. That was my thing back in the days.
Now that's when you was in the Bay Area.
No.
Oh, this
Well,
is
this is like maybe just 10 years ago, but it started when I went to college.
but what inspired you? That's what I'm getting to. Was it like stuff you seen on TV? Was it like because that was the vibe at that time? Could that be the case? What inspired you to get that, or is it just something that you just like?
I just liked it.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm only asking that because I feel like be us being Samoans too. You know, we kind of fall under that category of what easily manipulate or just like stuff and
Um,
purchase it.
yeah,
What is that called? Man, they're
it's not manipulated,
yeah, it's
it's
not manipulate.
influence.
Influence.
Hmm.
Influenced by what you see on TV or on a magazine.
Oh
You
yeah.
feel like I used to be like that in my early 20s. But then you know what, I gotta say, when I got kids and then I met some rich folks and I just see what they wear and see the bigger picture that it's not really clothing that matters. It's a house and able to travel the world, you know.
Mhm.
Shoot, I'd be walking around with just regular khaki shorts during summer times with just a nice, easy breezy t-shirt, you know. I'm not talking down to anybody, you know, to each its own, but I'm just not into fashion anymore. And like you said, you spend $400 on shades. Man, I was never like that. And I think even if I do get money too, cuz which I do have money, right? I still wasn't cheap. I'm really am cheap because I just don't see the value in it, right? It could be my upbringing. That's what I'm trying to say there. It's
Hmm.
my upbringing, knowing that all these stuff when you die, it's gonna all stay behind, and that sat with me as I got older. I just really knew that everything was all material, and that's how I ran my life, yo. But it really helped me out. Or what I'm getting at is, it really helped me out because when it came to cars and houses and stuff like that, I never had an issue. I never had the struggle that a lot of people claim they had. You know what I'm saying? Off of this
Hmm.
because I wasn't into material stuff.
For me, it's I wanted to buy those things because not only did I like them, it's because I could at the time, and I still can if I want to, but I choose not to. Back
Right?
then, I just wanted it because it was there. I had the money. You know, growing up, we didn't have the money to get things that we wanted. You know, we just had to get with what, what mom gave us because she was a single mom, whatever she can afford, that's what we got, which I was very appreciative of. But as a young adult, finding having a full-time job and being able to purchase things that I want, that's why I went out and got it because I worked for it, my hard-earned money. I'm going to play hard since I'm working hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was my whole mentality. Is like I used to buy shoes, all nothing but Nike products, and then I had because I like wearing bright neon colors back in the
Yeah,
days. I
yeah.
had sandals, shorts, shirts, jeans, everything that matched. Then I had glasses to go with it. Um, but the older you get, it's like you mentioned earlier, all that stuff is going to stay behind, and I learned that too growing up.
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna spend money because I can. But then you look again, it's like, is it really worth it? You can buy the same thing. It looks, like it and it's cheaper. So why not do it? Because you can have other money doing other things like going traveling. I love traveling right now.
Oh yeah.
You can put aside money, you can afford cars that you can because you make that financial decision not to purchase things now that I think that I'm not trying to talk about anybody else that I think that, it's irrelevant. It's just things that you can purchase just to enjoy life. Right now, it's all about enjoying life and stuff. That's why I spent the money back then, like I did. I still play
Yeah.
hard, but now I play hard on different. That's when I go travel, or I spend money if I go travel. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And I say that, but sometimes I feel like, man, why don't I feel like that I should be spending more stuff on fashion, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because it does look nice and all that stuff. But I realize that a lot of my investment goes towards my family, right? My inner circle, and then also my extended family. we're talking about we're Samoans, with funerals and weddings and just all these events that we have. I rather prefer spending my money towards that and just seeing the happiness from, the smile on our families' faces versus me just buying stuff for myself. And I'm trying to change that about me to, get a little bit outfits again, get a few here and there, to style up. Because even the shades that I wear for our whyuce, you know what I mean? They're all cheap, cuz I can't talk
Oh,
I can't talk myself into spending something over like even $15 when it comes to shades. I'm just like, damn, man, I need to change my mindset.
that's it, bro, right there. It's changing your mindset.
And you know what else about? Because it all started off with me talking about the Kardashians. Another
Uh-huh.
another thing I realized is and I'm only talking about them because that's what me and my wife was watching last night. Another thing is the fact that they were talking about their mental health awareness. They were being open about how they truly feel, right? Sharing their insight of their world.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there looking, and I'm just like, wow. Me and Queen, we talk about mental health this in June, and we know the awareness, right? It made me realize that everything in this world, especially just our platform, the media, everybody follows everybody, right?
Yeah.
Because even like my favorite radio station, I don't really listen to radio station, but I do follow them on like Spotify or YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Charlemagne the God, he promotes a lot of that. And that's where he really got the respect, and his brand really went through because he wrote books about it, the mental healthness and keeping it real. And it's just seeing everybody doing the same thing too, talking about their feelings,
Mm-hmm.
and to like be aware of it and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very healthy to speak about what's going on with you. And remember, as we always said, it was never a thing to do, especially within, our people. And I'm sure there's other cultures too, but it's very difficult to talk about your feelings because it was a sign
Mm.
of weakness. I am no psychologist or nothing. I'm just saying, speaking out of
Your
experience.
experience, yeah.
Yeah. It's like if you were to bring it up, people will either laugh at you or yell at you for being weak, you know. Those were some of the things that we had to go through, and that's what we see sometimes even now. But it's good to know that there's a lot of education that's coming out. It's okay to speak on it. So yeah, that's good. I haven't watched Kardashians, but that's kind of cool that they are speaking on mental health. Well, those guys are on live TV reality. They're being followed. So I mean, is it really them being them? What I'm saying, not the whole mental health thing, but it's probably the problem that they're actually being followed the camera every single move they do, but they doing it because it's money.
Yeah, they got to
That's
hustle
the
too.
big stress. Yeah, that's their hustle.
And and that's the thing. This episode I was watching, I'm like, wow, it's pretty cool because I was glued in because I'm normally I got the show has to a TV show has to be impactful for me to even
Yeah.
sit through the whole 1 hour because I believe their show is 1 hour, and from the beginning to the end, it was entertaining, yo. I'm just like, wow, I never looked at it like that. I
Yeah.
never judged them because I was a Kim Kardashian lover in my early 20s because we're the same age. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? Me and Kim Kardashian. And just to see them as they grew through the television of the Kardashian uh, and how they came afar, where they're at now.
yeah.
It's cool. I like that because the thing I take out of it is consistency. You
Yeah.
know, you know how she first started, right? You know how she became popular.
Dating Brandy's brother
Yes, the
on
sex
the
tape,
video.
the sex
Oh,
tape,
okay.
right? That
I heard
blew her
about that.
up. That really blew her up, right? I mean,
Uh-huh.
before she was just the one that was friends with Paris Hilton, right?
Hmm.
With Paris Hilton and what's his name? The R&B singer dude that's on American Idol. I forgot his name. Freaking. But anyway, his daughter, Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie.
Yep.
Hmm.
And then it went from there, right? So just being a human person, like a human being, just like the rest of us, and she just happens to have the spotlight on her. Now there's rumor that she's gonna there's a rumor that she's talking to Tom Brady. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool to me, my own personal opinion. I think, okay, that's cool because they're both like being in the spotlight about the same time. You know, Tom Brady's what, 20 years, I believe, in the NFL. The Kardashian has been shooting for almost 20, I believe, or maybe 15 or 10. I don't know. But just to see that. And then, yeah, so the rumors like that, it just makes me like, wow. And then Kim Kardashian talking about her marriage, you know, the divorce, that is hard, you know, because it's like, it's a consistent failure. And now I can relate. Not their money, not their looks, but just I get it. You know, I try not to judge. I know I don't judge people. Actually, I do. Everybody judges, right? But yeah, man, big ups to the Kardashians for always keeping me entertained. Me and my wife, we love it. We love that show.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they do. It's the house. That's what gets me and my wife. She's looking at their house, and then like the other sister. Oh, another one I wanted to talk about was also the one of their sister. I believe her name is Chloe Kardashian. I believe she's the youngest one out of the three because there's actually five of them. The girls. The other two is from the Jenners, but anyways, Chloe is the one that had a weight problem, and she shared about that. And then she also shared like it doesn't matter what I do with my body, you guys are always going to complain. And you know, I'm just like, why do y'all even care what people say? Just don't even read the comment. Live your life. And that's what they're pretty much saying. The girls are just saying, like, yeah, we know, we see it, but you know what? They're talking about it. It does hurt, but it really doesn't, you know, because it just made them stronger. I'm just like, well, big ups to y'all, man.
That's the thing about, you know, having your life out there for the whole world to see. You're under the microscope of everyone and a whole bunch of judgment going on. It's hard. It takes a toll on individuals. And yes, it doesn't bother them because, you know, they're getting stronger as each.
They've grown up.
Yeah. So I'm glad to hear that. You know, I don't follow them, but it's good that Chloe is actually speaking out on it.
Well, she's always been speaking out of it. That's why she's like the fan favorite. You ever hear about those awards of the People's Choices?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's been chosen a few times now. And it's
wow.
yeah, because she speaks out, you know, and she's been the Kardashian that's you know, she was, I don't know if you know Lamar Odom, the Laker point power forward, small forward dude. Yeah, that's the one who was married to him. And them girls has been through a lot, you know, and what the key word they said is, look, we grew up on the camera. That's all we knew. And we were learning as we go, and we're still learning, you know. And that's what I feel about. Yeah, that's what I feel like, right? An education thing right here for our listeners, like just keep doing you, boo. Doing you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let people tear you down what you're doing in life. If you feel in the inside that makes you happy, like for me and Queen, we enjoy doing our podcast. So what if we only got like 10 listeners here, 7 listeners here? Shoot, sometimes we have like 70 listeners. You know, the days change, baby. So, you know what I'm saying? Not just like me and the Queen. Today, shoot, we're gonna be transparent. We wasn't even ready to record, but you know what? We gotta be consistent, baby.
Exactly. Just show up and do it.
Just show up and do it, you know. Do we use some stuff to help us get through stuff? Yes, we do. You know what I'm saying? You know? But that's our business, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gonna listen to us regardless, but thank you anyways for listening, you know.
I know, you know what I'm saying? Shoot. And then here's another topic, you know. What do you call them? I was listening to it today, actually. Some TikTok or whatever, like social media influencer or influencer is locked up out there in what is it, Budai? What's that place out there?
Dubai.
Because she's an African American and she was loud. She was yelling at the person. I believe that what happened? some kind of car crash or something happened. And you know how us Americans, when we get loud, when we're unhappy, well, she had every right to be acting out, but you just don't do it in another country. Basically, I believe it was a rental car or something like that. And they had her property, her passport and everything. And they bribed. They wanted to bribe her. Hey, give me some money and I will turn all this stuff to you. So it probably got in. So I think what happened was they got in a car accident. Whoever the tow truck people was took it to their, place. And then they went to go, and she went to go retrieve her property, her wallet, her purse, yada, yada, yada. And the guy or the gal would not give it to her until she paid some amount of money for her to get it, extortion. And the thing is, in America, we don't do that kind of stuff, bribe and stuff. Yes, we do, but it's all under wraps. In international, the whole world does that. Heck, American Samoa does that. I remember when I was getting my driver's license. My mom, R.I.P. Mom, love you. She paid the dude off to pass my driver's test. You know what I'm saying? And there you go. I got my driver's license. So, anyways, what happened was she got locked up for just yelling, for getting loud. Women are not allowed to speak out there. And that show was this show that I was watching was basically saying, reminding our American females, like, we need to appreciate our country for what it is, because when you go out to other countries, a lot of the other countries doesn't allow the women's power equal, and I'm not talking about just because it's a woman. No, I'm just talking about just our freedom too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That we are spoiled. What do you think about what I just talked about, Queen?
All I heard was you illegally obtained your driver's license.
Really?
Everything else was Charlie Brown.
Oh man,
I heard everything, but that just stood out to me. I wanted to bust out laughing, but I didn't want to interrupt because you was on the roll.
Man, I was on a roll in there. See, that's the thing about it, folks. When you know what I'm saying, it's like you say one thing from your heart, and then the people just choose one thing out of the
That's an example of people judging you.
Oh man, sheesh, that's a good one.
You, bro. I'm not judging you, Oos. That just I was like, oh, really? And I was thinking when I was in Samoa, I got away with stuff just by using my maiden last name.
Oh, there you go, y'all. In Samoa, you use your last name, and if it's powerful, you get away with a lot of stuff, baby.
That's why I was laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, we probably have lots of stories.
I'm gonna show you one. So I was with my friends, right? We're in it's not the capital city, but it's the village where the market, the food market is. We in American Samoa, yep. In American Samoa, we only have one food market, right, Queen? So we'll tell y'all, the non-speakers, elaborate more about it down the road. But anyways, what I'm getting to is I got pulled over. It wasn't my car. And mind you, I was only in high school. So of course I didn't have my license at the time too. As soon as the cop said license and registration, I'd just be like, let's show license, meaning that I don't have a license. Immediately I'd be like, what's your name? I'd be like, Mo, Yep. I threw out the last name out there.
Yeah.
Because I knew that uncle was at the station. Yep. And then of course I get, they take me and my friends, follow us. Go to the police station over there at Funkongo. I walk in. Thank God my uncle was over there, because he just, and you know what? Big ups to you, uncle. I love you. You know who you are. Should we even say our last name? Nah, we shouldn't.
No,
we good. Nah, we good. But yeah, big ups to you, unks. Yep. And he just shakes his head. He's like, you better take this car, and you know how illegal that is, folks. So we're all still underage. So, and they tell us, go ahead and drive that damn, and drive it home. And from Congo to California, that's far. Right? In Samoa, man.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, man. Come on, Queen. Don't be shy. Share a story. Tell our listeners.
25 miles per hour.
Tell the listeners some of your the benefits of bribing. Share
not
with us.
bribing. It's just using your last name.
Hey,
I've never bribed anyone. Never bribed anyone to even get my license. Well, maybe bribing with your last name is, it's the same thing. I don't
it's the
know what
same thing,
you
it's kind of
think,
like throwing.
listeners. But I'll use it every time not every time, but when I get pulled over in Samoa.
Okay, well, besides the pullover, was there a certain one, interesting one that you'd like to share with our
Nah,
listener?
no, I never got taken into the station. Um, no, 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 no.
Okay, but you never went to Samoa for like you only went to college, huh? You never went to high school back
No.
home? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Well, if in high school at them time too, the last name helps too when you're about to get your ass whooped. Well, you're about to get handled. You throw in there.
Because back
Ah,
then
shoot.
teachers still were disciplining you guys, right?
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
So
She.
yeah, guys, you heard it. It's these students used to get disciplined by their teachers.
Oh man. What's
Well,
the
I
moral of the
remember
story? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I only went 1 year though in elementary, and I remember getting hit by the ruler. And they had me put my fingers together. Dude, that's the most painful thing. And they hit it with the ruler.
Ooh, ooh.
I got hit by a ruler because I spelled the word wrong.
Mm.
That was
Dang.
like that was crazy. That was my experience of getting quote beat up.
My man Soleus was on the phone with me this morning, and we was talking about, it's an old topic, but I figured we just talk about it. You heard about the news with the cocaine or some drugs that was found in the White House?
I did.
You know what's crazy about it is the fact that they couldn't even pinpoint who they haven't found the whoever the smuggler was or whoever brought it in.
Of course they did it.
What'd you hear about it though?
No, that's what I heard. That cocaine was found in the White House, and basically they don't know who did it. When I first heard it, I automatically went to the thought of there's no way that this should have came out, because usually they try to hide everything. So it's all a setup in my mind.
Man, you
Someone
think
really
so?
want to get Biden, and it's just too weird for me. I'm just like, really, cocaine. I'm sure they found that and some other stuff in the White House. Someone leaked that information. It's just it's insane. They could have. You're not going to find anyone. You're not going to find anyone. Someone just the fact is someone had cocaine, did their thing, and just forgot it there. But my thing is, this is supposed to be the top secure place in the entire nation, and you're telling me you have no cameras in there, that you couldn't see who the last one, wherever they found that cocaine. You know what I'm saying?
Hello. Yeah.
So I was like, this is stupid. They can and they should have this person, but they
Yeah.
can't find anybody. Come on, man.
Yeah, man, you're right about that, Queen. Shoe, our nation's protectors, that makes me question the Secret Service. Aren't they supposed to be intelligent, search for clues, sources, every notch and every crank, just every area of the freaking house? It's crazy, man. Like a relentless search for a treasure. But, the sources remains elusive. It's like they're
That's what
taunting them, man.
everybody. It's like a treasure hunt now in the White House.
Hello. Shoot. And what about the White House residents who
Oh,
what
those distinguished occupants in the White House.
yeah, I'm baffled. But hey, like they said, fear not, my fellow citizens, for this is no time for panic. Let us trust in the diligence of our authorities and the wisdom of the investigators. They always say shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, y'all.
Everything's under control. Well,
Hmm.
here's something we will get back to. We will let you know.
Well, listeners, as we
All
await
the
for the
time.
truth, As we stand by and wait, it's been 3 weeks now. Let us remember, wait, the responsibility that falls upon the White House. You know, they like to remind us, they got a lot of things going on. May this incident serve as a reminder, of the need of, man, just beef up the damn security, y'all. Y'all making us look bad. Sheesh.
What's next, guys? What are we going to find in the White House? What are you guys going to leak out there? My goodness, get y'all stuff together.
I mean, could it be that they're doing that just to get our mind off of our own president, who's like he's going viral for things that has nothing to do with
running the country?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Did you see that one? I think I seen it recently too. Some folks were teasing him about I don't know who the woman was, but reading her on the stage, and then they're mocking him like that the way he held her tight and stuff, and wouldn't even let go of her arm after shaking her hand and stuff. You seen that one?
Oh, no, I didn't. Where did this take place?
Oh, well, I don't even think it wasn't news, but I just seen it on one of those social media platforms. Like
just
a
him
lot of
doing
them.
his regular rounds and how he loved to hug people and
Yeah,
give them a little shimmy.
there you go. It's like, man, it's what did they call the platforms that they talk about like what we're doing, but they actually have the video and they're just mocking it, making fun of it, and I'm just like, dang, poor Biden. Jeez.
Yeah. Like we talked last time, sometimes you just gotta know when to hang the boots, man.
Mm.
Sometimes you just gotta just go enjoy life. Remember we talked about what age you think
Yeah,
people
yeah.
should quit? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Rastaman brought up a good point, because that was on the WEFOBZ podcast.
Yeah.
And he said, there is a certain age, especially that particular title, that position right there, the head of the free land, right? Our country.
Yes. Yes.
What do you think he's gonna? I believe, is he running again? Because what, campaign starts next year, right? For the whole
Oh,
running up.
yeah, he's running. He's
Wow.
running.
Wow. What about Kamala? I don't even see her trying to campaign for it.
Oh, she's been quiet.
Speaking of Kamala, her husband, the what is it, the Air Force Two, stopped by American Samoa to fuel its gas, and the man took a picture with Governor. Sorry, Us, I don't know your name, Governor, but here's the American Samoa. Yep, Lebangu and all of them. Yep, it's on American Samoa's news. So I was like, damn, that's what's up, to have the first man. Just I believe he was on his way to go watch. He was coming back from one of some sports. Could be, I don't know what sport it was, or just visiting one of the foreign countries.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just in my head like, oh, so that's what we benefit off of. American Samoa can give America is a place to land to refuel.
We feel airspace, the harbor, while we still kept as a territory.
And then also, to recruit us, in military, baby.
Recruit the islanders.
Because I was like, man, what is the benefit that we have? What do we give the U.S., especially the time when Trump was running, when he was actually at seat, as for president. And I'm like, I know Trump, he called it out too. Like, he didn't really care about the Polynesians, like, he didn't care about their votes. You remember that one? And I'm just like, you know what? I mean, at least Trump sees the bigger picture. He's a businessman. It's like, okay, so what is our island doing, or what do we have to give back to our country, right? To still be relevant. But I'm drifting off of the drugs, y'all. But there you go, Queen. I'm rambling off.
That's all right, because that's the second time I heard of Air Force Two being landed in American Samoa. So crazy time. That's good though. Have you ever been? I know we're running out, but have you ever been on Air Force One?
Somebody sounds like they're about to brag.
Well, I'm not gonna brag. We just keep on going. What we got next?
But there you have it, Queen. I mean, that is our conclusion when it comes to cocaine found, or I don't even know if it's cocaine, it's some kind of drug found in the White House.
The white substance.
Yep. I think our White House is daring outside people. It might be a conspiracy, y'all, that our White House is just daring international to make it look like that we are weak, which I hope that's the case. I really do. And just hit them with a smackdown if somebody does test us.
This podcast is brought to you by wefobz.io. You can find our WeFobz Nation store there, along with things that are best sellers to WeFobz Nation members. Don't forget to check out our podcast section for all WeFobz podcasts. WeFobz is where we keep it entertaining and educational. WeFobz!
Well, let's talk about fear.
Tell them, yo.
Fear can be like that one auntie who gives you a look, that fierce look. It could be auntie or mom. And then suddenly you just freeze. You just hold your breath. But fear, my friends, is also like that crazy cousin who dares you to do something bold, something stupid, something silly,
Oh, dang.
challenging. But it could be a good thing too, right?
I
Challenging
guess
you to take that leap of faith.
so. Oh, shit. Man, that is right, Queen. You know what I'm saying? Fear can also be like a roller coaster of emotions. One moment you're training like a coconut leaf in the wind, and then the next, we're summoning courage like a mighty ocean wave, baby.
To soar with victory. What about the legendary flying slipper?
Oh, shoot. Tell them.
A weapon of mass discipline in our Samoan household. Indeed. But fear can also be a driving force behind our achievements, right? Like when we face, like we talked about, the mighty Topo dance. And then we embrace the challenge like the true warriors that we are.
No, man, you absolutely right, Queen. It's like when we gather these courages to ask our crush for a dance. You know what I'm talking about? Them crush. It's just the ones that I used to have a crush on. In my it just takes me back to in my beginning time, like elementary, when I didn't know how to dance, and just having that courage to ask him to dance, and then my heart was beating so loud like a drum. I'm like, damn, the thrill of the victory when she actually says yes. But the downfall is my ass didn't even know how to dance, so I had to figure that shit out too.
So we're just here to shed some light, on the topic fear, and to dealing with our uncles and aunties, or anything that you're going through in life.
Especially work.
Yes, work. Little problems in marriage, fearing to open up to your spouse. Just know that it's going to be okay. Just say what you got to say. That's the bottom line. Is face it head on. That's how you deal with it. Like Puni Moa said it earlier, riding the waves and then, just crash on shore, or you just slowly ride onto the shore to deal with your fears.
Yeah, like shoot now, ask later, I guess. Man, you know what? I'm just thinking about the fear. I'm just thinking about, okay, what in my life, where I have faced fear recently. Flying, I really hate flying. I'm tired of flying. But the way I faced that was actually YouTube, what's the cause of turbulence? And actually this turbulence causes airplane crashes. Of course, every answer is like there is a possibility. But it gave me some peace of mind, because turbulence it's a common thing. It's a normal thing in the air. And because the aircraft is so small, right? Just bouncing through them waves, them invisible waves of air where it causes turbulence. That's what causes the aircraft to be bouncing up and down. I had to face that fear and remind myself, like, I guess when it comes to airplane, my fear of that is because I'm not in control. I love to be in control. That's why I guess when I'm driving a car, the fear is not there because I'm in control. So it's when, what my fear comes when it's something that I'm not in control of. And going on an airplane is one of them, or just having other people driving, and me being the passenger. Sometimes I just gotta, face the fear by just doing it, going through it, right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we have, I think, for this whole thing called fear.
Yes, sir. Hey, Puni, let's here's another one, man. Check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with the classic moon landing. Some folks actually believe that it was all staged in a Hollywood studio. Can you imagine that, Puni?
What?
Something that, is a big history importance to the United States of America, and people out there thinking it's a hoax.
Man, I can picture that. Neil, man, that's crazy. Neil Armstrong wearing a grass skirt, hopping around on a fake moon.
Oh yeah.
Shoo. One small loop of what do you say? One small step for man, one giant
What giant
one,
leap?
oh, sorry, what giant...
Coconuts. I know that's a one single leap or whatever.
Man, he said
That's
one.
hilarious, bro. But seriously, we need to get that quote right. But there's plenty of evidence showing we did land on the moon. Those conspiracy theories are as flimsy as a paper sail on a canoe.
I don't know, Queen. I don't know, man. With, what I'm saying, with AI and all the whatever they call those freaking whatever the term is, with all like Avatar, the movie, I don't know. I don't know. I'm starting to think they could be right. But again, let's just in case we might get cut off, you are absolutely right, Queen. But let's talk about another one, the legendary Area 51. You know what I'm saying? It's like the secret Samoans. When they gather, everyone wants to know what's inside, but no one can get in.
It is the ultimate mystery, oos. But we must remember some conspiracy theories can fuel fear and anxiety. It's like jumping at shadows during a power outage.
Damn. You could be right there. And shoot, now what about the classics? The Illuminati. You hear that all the time, man. Some say they control everything. I hear that a lot on the hip hop industry when it comes to rap and songs like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that shit.
People selling their souls just to get become popular. Yeah, I've heard a lot of that.
It's crazy, yo.
What about this one? The mysterious balsami secret. But really, we must use critical thinking and separate fact from fiction. Not everything is a grand conspiracy, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Queen. It's like trying to find that perfect dance partner, You're like, you gotta waltz, you gotta dance with her and then leave those wild theories on the sidelines. Especially for ones that don't know how to dance, they'll be trying to look at their feet. And then you see that a lot in movies. They're like, no, just look at me. Just, sway my way, follow me,
Follow my lead. Those are your two left foot ones.
Yeah. See, you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Well said, Puni. What about the food? We all love food. Talk to me about the food.
Yep, you know what's up, Queen. We're all about food, baby. That's the one thing that catches my eye when I'm going through any social media, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I put a pause on it and start looking at it, and then my mouth started getting watery. And then I'm like, well, let me check out the recipe. Then I find myself not getting it done. Just, then I take me and my babies. Like, let's go for a ride to McDonald's. But yeah, let's talk about this.
Have you ever tried a spicy salsa so hot?
No.
Me neither. I've stood by those ghost pepper salsa,
Uh-huh.
and it was so spicy my eyes were watery. When we had to, yes, when they would serve, I had to wear gloves. So yeah, I've never tried any spicy hot sauce or salsa that'll make mine. Ooh, let's move on, but let's talk about food.
Mm.
That was a
Oh,
spice.
damn, them spicy, crazy. You ever see that TV show, The Hot Spice or whatever it's called? Like How Hot Can You Take It or something like that? I forgot what it's called, but a lot of celebrity go on there.
Oh, the chicken wing one?
Yeah, the chicken wing one. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, that host, man, he could definitely take a punch when it comes to spice. I'm like, dang, I don't know, man. That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, their facial expression says it all.
Mm-hmm.
It's priceless too because their nose start running and eyes are watering, everything together. All with the hot spice, chili pepper, and so forth on their chicken wings.
Yeah, I don't think I can be able to go that far with it. Like I don't even shoot. I think I'll land at number one. I mean the second one. I am not a person. I mean, yeah, I'm not a spicy person. Although I know a lot of people that can handle it, but I personally can't.
Okay, well, let's talk about this, Puni Moa. The mastery of sushi
Mm,
making is a sight to behold. Do you like sushi?
yes, I do like sushi.
So those, everyone knows the flavors are from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Let's veg, and then sushi, you have to have an acquired taste for it because a lot of people don't eat raw fish. They just get the regular, California roll and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah. Sushi is good. And then let's venture into another country. Let's go into Italy,
Mm-hmm.
the land of pasta and pizza.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I must admit, Puni, I'm quite a fan of pizza. I love pizza.
Mm-hmm.
But choosing toppings a whole bunch, I'm very simple when it comes. So I guess it could be quite a dilemma for a lot of people who likes a whole bunch of different toppings. I'm all about that margarita pizza or just one topping pizza. What about you?
The toppings can be a challenging thing. Navigating through them freaking trying to figure out what you like. But I personally like, I don't like the pineapple, the Hawaiian one when we're talking about toppings
Oh,
and
I
stuff.
can't stand that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know you don't like pineapple. Me too. I don't even like the pizzas that have ham on them too. I'm I like what is it? Um Pepperoni on my topping will be pepperoni and beef, like sausage or something like that. Pause.
You made some valid points on those toppings.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's continue our culinary adventure. Ooh, let us not forget the aroma, the spices of India.
Mm.
From curry to masala, it's like a symphony of flavors dancing on your taste buds.
Damn, India. Yeah, I definitely like curry. And that's a country that has a lot. All their stuff is pretty much spicy too. It's really good. India cuisine is like the grand feast of spices and colors. They're really colorful. But
Yeah,
like I said before, y'all gotta beware the ones that doesn't have us that can handle spice. What are so hot? India, they can definitely do that. It's kind of like you sweat like you're sweating back home with all the freaking humidity. That's how hot it is.
that's right. Summer day.
Mm-hmm.
And before we end our delightful journey, we mustn't forget the sweetness of French pastries. Oh my goodness, I love French pastries.
Mm.
The zest of Thai street food and the richness of American burgers and fries. Everything that I just mentioned, I love every single thing that we just mentioned. Like the French pastries, I love those cookies that look like a pretzel. I forgot what they're called, the pralines or whatever. And then of course the croissants, because we have a French bakery out here, and that is my go-to spot. Then what do we just talk about? We talked about we traveled through the countries, Pony.
Yeah, American food. The burgers. Shoot, I'm just making my mouth watery as I'm just sitting here and thinking about it because I think me and my buddies were talking about the smash burgers. That's a viral one on video. on a lot of social media platforms. Them smash burgers. They make, and then you know what though? Sometimes when these people that they post their stuff, they make it look sound. They make it sound and convincing. They make it look convincing. But then when I try it, I'm like, man, this shit sucks. But then again, to each its own. Everybody has their own different kind of taste buds, right?
Right.
Yeah. I guess my taste bud is different from everybody else, but so far everybody I have tested. No, I take that back. Everybody has their own taste.
Absolutely. Everyone does have their preference in how their food is prepared, what they like. Watching the videos can be deceiving, but guess what? The way those folks prepare it looks beautiful, just like the vibrant colors of the food of India, and it's just nice.
That's a good topic right there. We got to make sure we write these down to talk about the next one, because our time is up now, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to whyuce and, participating, joining me and Queen. Queen, shout outs.
Shout out to the WEFOBZ with their new Supernatural out there. Check it out, guys. And of course, the whyuce podcast. And my brother here, Puni Moa, and mainly our listeners out there, thank you for your faithfulness and loyalty to listening, tuning in to us. Have a wonderful and blessed one.
There you go. And of course, we never will forget you, Gag Bag.
Never.
She will be coming soon, y'all. And when we finally get her on, that's where we'll reveal why we always, promote her. But anyways, man, I'm your boy, Puni Moa.
And I'm your queen.
Cheer!